haven't really seen Rec play on, to be honest.
No. How much reclaim do you reckon is on this map? Let's see.
Oh, it's reasonable. It's all spread out.
Yeah,
Like
20.8k, some 150 mass rocks, some a lot of 10 mass, and some tree groups. Reasonable amount.
oh, there are actually a lot more openings than I could tell from the map preview. So
Yeah, so you can do land armies. I'm expecting more labs than tanks, maybe.
yeah, UEF is looking really good, by the way. The UEF lab going around the side, 30
Oh,
mass each.
you would have a field day with them.
Yeah,
I want to see a
I think
minimum of 20 on the map.
Blast's first 15 combat units should all be labs.
Yes. Can I go into each player's perspective? I can. I
What the
can go
hell?
into it. Can you try going into it?
Yeah, I've tried last game, and then it just says I'm cheating.
Give it a try. Oh,
Yeah.
weird. I don't know because I can. So Wreck is going 5 NGs, 3 Cellans, 40 NGs. Blast is just going NGs.
Okay.
Keeping it short and simple. The man's
I
just
mean,
making NGs.
you can always add the
Labs at
labs
a later date.
add the labs when it feels like.
I can see this going. Blast going to try and attempt to get Titans out early.
I'd probably, yeah. It'll be. There's so much mass on the map. You'll probably see T3 no matter what.
Yeah. The
This
question
does
is, will
not
it
seem like a
be?
good map for T2 in any case. So you
No.
would probably just make a minimal amount of T2 and go straight to T3.
Make 5 T2 NGs and go straight to T3. Skip the chickens, skip the pillars.
So Blast going for second land on this map.
An interesting decision. Maybe he wants to get the extra reclaim, some labs out. Maybe that will be a lab only factory.
Maybe. At first, I was thinking I didn't like it because that's not what I would have done, but there is some merit to this. It's pretty hard to do damage with air. And, because the rush distance is so big, and you can just get more engineers out this way. There's a lot of expanding to do, and you need engineers to do it, so.
It is just set up NG tank, NG scout. No, 2 tanks, 2 NGs. No. I don't know why I keep trying to keep out of this. NG tank, NG 6 tanks. So he's going to get a couple of NGs and some tanks out. Wants to maybe try and defend a natural expansion. He's going
Blast
for
is
the
making
back.
tanks, no!
Yeah, a couple of tanks.
No,
But what
this
wins?
should be
Mech
labs.
Marine or Cellon? Which one would win? Depending on micro, I'd probably say Mech Marine has a better chance.
Cellon's outranged Mech Marines. But
True.
in
Micro
a perfect
though?
universe, Cellon would win, but it's very unlikely.
Yeah. Wreck going for the second air, but he's only going scouting to 2 inties.
That's terrible.
So Blast's
terrible.
intie is going to be up in time to defend any bomber. And
Like,
he's already going to be
You need to
engineer ahead.
recognize when you're going second air that you are giving up some stuff to go second air. You could be going 3 land factories and making just all the NGs in the world, right?
Blast
That's,
is 12 NGs to Wreck's 8.
Yeah. So he sacrificed some stuff to get the second air. Air factories cost more energy, so you need to build more energy early. Inties cost energy, you need to build the energy infrastructures to get the inties out. And he's rushing these inties.
Yeah.
The only reason he would be doing this
Is
is
there's
if
a
he
bomber.
thinks Blast is rushing a transport and he wants to catch it.
Yeah. Blast is 3 engineers on assisting his intie production as well. Wreck does have the transport queued up. And
Once
so
again,
does Blast.
this
Both are going for the
this is
transports
looking good for
after inties.
Blast. This is looking really good for Blast.
But
just based on the opening build order.
I mean, Wreck is ahead on mass income. Wreck's on 29 to Blast 23. 25 now, but in terms of scalability,
he's only ahead for a very small period of time. It's just like the engineer expansion paths that
yes,
led to that difference. So
Wreck's on 12 to Blast 15, but 3 are assisting. Yeah, fact versus none, 2 building. It's fairly even now on expanding NGs, I'd say. but Blast is going to get the transport.
Blast got his NGs out earlier. He just got a stronger economic base earlier. You want to delay your air factory as much as you can in these kinds of games.
Yep.
Because you want to get as many engineers out.
But Blast
He
has...
still gets his transport out at a good time.
He's
and
rushed
now he
his
has the
transport.
engineers to put in the transport.
Rex isn't even out yet, and has no NGs nearby. So this is looking great for Blast.
Well, again, it's just due to the opening build order. You go second air, and you did nothing. Like he built 2 interceptors, which have just been sitting, doing absolutely nothing. Whereas Blast went second land and engineers. They have been doing something this whole time. So there is a Cellin about to hit a T1 engineer, but there is a tank nicely positioned to defend it.
The MA-12 Striker medium tank. Taking that out with a single shot to the head. There is a Cellin waiting though in the bottom left corner where Blast will be dropping. So we might get a Cellin versus NG.
Blast not utilizing the technology where you put a single lab into your transport and you can clean up anything before you land.
How many NGs
he
been
might just
dropped?
Drop
2.
He's gonna look.
He is! He's got it!
Oh.
Straight clean off into a factory and Mexis. The adjacency though, I mean, come on, Blast.
I mean, Blast is playing really good. He's on point today.
Yeah.
Timings are crisp. Reactions are fast.
A second transport being made. He's going for a second transport. Rex hasn't even left his base yet.
Yeah.
And Blast is now securing that second free mix down south, maybe, if the NGs move.
So recall what I said about this map going to T3. I rescind that statement just because Blast is accruing a very large advantage.
Yeah.
Right now.
Second transport
should
out.
Be able to capitalize before the T3 stage.
It's loading up 3 NGs? Yeah.
Now, both players started at T2 max.
Blast is stalling 100E. Now only about 50 or so. But it's just going to delay the factories going up south.
Yeah, he needs to pause some stuff. Like
he has.
This kind of map, you need to stay on top of your E production. You have so much mass.
The airfac's paused. He's got a full mass buy. He's making a T2 max to try that, and he's building up E.
No, he should not be making a T2 max. Pause your T2 max.
The man
That's
has
the first
too much
thing
mass.
You do. Pause your T2 max. You need to put all your energy and mass into building P-gens. Oh boy.
He's overflowing mass, 60 plus a tick. Due to reclaim.
Well, alright. He's evening the series, evening the game for us.
Giving himself a handicap.
Yeah. He recognized his build was a little bit too good, and the viewers would not get the amount of entertainment that they deserve.
See, one difference is, Rec has dropped his free mix expansion on the plateau area, not the top right corners. Whereas Rec's just gone straight for those corners.
I like what what Blast is doing more. The corners are more likely to be contested. That 3 max expansion is secure.
Yep.
For you.
Ooh.
So there's no need to drop it early. You can just fill it in later. You need to drop the contested locations first. So again, this is good for Blast.
Look at the drop coming in the bottom left corner though. 5 tanks.
Is
they're
his
gonna go.
Income still only 560, by the way?
Yeah, he's on plus 88. No, minus 100.
Is he still stalling?
He's about to. Yes, he's got about 9 NGs making P-gens. He's making a second Tech 2 max after the first one finished.
No, I mean just visually looking at his base, the amount of P-gens does not correspond to the amount of.
He is going T2 land as well.
Well, he has to.
He's rushing P-gens up. He's going T2 land and T2 maxes. Wreck. Do we have...
By the way, you may need to stop this crazy scrolling.
Yes. Apologies, folks. So Wreck is on T2 land already, making his P-gen. Any T2 maxes? 1. No others queued up. Yeah, I might have this setting weird for when I scroll in and out. What is it set to?
I like this first time chatter in the chat. Lion says, "The weak versus roadkill." Very strong first message. Making a good first impression.
Video is yes, it's blurry scaling, bilinear. I could do. It won't be the fastest, but I could go by cubic or lands at a later date if required, or I can just slow
Can you
down my
just set the
mouse.
setting with like the higher bitrate, whatever bitrate is higher?
It should be output 2500 bit rate for video. Video is 1920 1080 max, 60 FPS. Downscale filter is the fastest option.
So back to the game.
Back
We have
to it, yes.
a very nice drop from Blast in the bottom. He just
Ooh.
bypassed the Wreck's much superior army and just killed all the P-gens.
The NG also died. It finally went down.
I mean the mech. And now the same transport will continue dropping around the back. He's just bypassing the army. He has less units, but he's doing damage.
Has Rex seen it though? No, he's just sending the NT south. Okay. Blast in the top right.
He has some idea of what caused it. So.
Yes. Blast in the top right though. His tank has denied the expanding NG onto those 3 mechs.
Very, very good move from Blast. Blast cannot get this T2 gen up soon enough. Like, as soon as he gets this T2 gen, he will be so comfortable in the game. I feel like.
He's only plus 80 or so. He's got 3 T2, 2. Oh, Wreck is actually on 5. He's massively expanded his mass. He's on T2 air as well, making an air grid with T1, and is on more.
The Wreck has been able to build T2 mexes because he hasn't powers falling.
A sizable army in the bottom left though, but it's walking towards a PD.
This PD, with the new walls, it's probably enough to deter this army with some defending units.
Yeah.
Although, to be honest, Blast might want to rush up another one. That's a lot of units.
Yeah. Blast has ignored the 150 mass rock in the bottom left corner though. That's. But the army's running away due to the PD. There's not one RT in it.
Yeah. And Blast is just doing damage in the back. The drop landed, the NTs did not catch the transport, and now they're just running amok.
That's running amok. Mid, he's taking a great engage mid. He's got a T2 support pack about to be up. Comms there to kill those tanks.
That's a good move. T2 support pack there. The Wreck has 3 T2 support packs in mid.
Ooh. Yenzines as well. He's not even making chickens. He's making Yenzines.
Oh,
I'd say that's
should not
a good
make
choice.
chickens on this map.
Most definitely.
Maybe in the middle. Maybe in the middle. If you intend to push, you can make chickens. Otherwise, you would just default to ends.
Overall, 120 mass for Blast to 100 for Wreck, and Wreck has more T2 mexes. T3 land is going up for Blast.
Missing so many of his mexes, right? On the top right, he's missing 3 T2 mexes. On the bottom, he's missing 4. There's just holes all over his base.
Yeah. Wreck Blast is going for the T3 Titans, 40%. Getting the air pack up.
Yeah.
Wreck is
should definitely do that.
Just T2 T2 land with the Enzine.
Janus? We thinking Janus?
I don't know.
We're not thinking Janus. Wow, the Wreck is going T3 air already.
Ooh.
He's 50% on the way.
Jeez,
T3
yeah.
air.
He's going for strats with NT support.
Mm-hmm.
Blast is going for the Titans. Air is going off as a T2 air pack. He's making another P-gen. Okay.
The Wreck will have T3 air before Blast has T2 air.
Yeah, but he's going to have T3 land though, so he can create Cougars and NGs just to spread SAMs out.
Yeah, the most important thing is getting SAMs, 1 SAM in your base near your power. That is the most critical thing. And then just like dropping 2 T3 NGs. And then just making like 4 or 5 SAMs across the map. And at that point, you're secure against T3 air, but it's just a question of how much damage can the first strat do. If it bombs all the T2 P-gens, the game is over.
Yep. Blast has just scouted Rex core base. So he has just seen the T3 air
We'll see if he notices.
We'll
see if he notices.
Will he start shielding the
as soon as it
P-gens?
completes.
He doesn't even need to make T2 static shields. He can just make a couple of T2 mobile ones. He's got T2 support facts out.
Yeah, but that's hard to do and position them accordingly. Like I don't know. And also the strat, like the spillover damage.
Yeah, he's going for T3 NGs, not Titans.
Well, of course, your first one should be T3. It is very depressing that his T3 support his T3 HQ is not adjacent to a mass extractor, but oh well.
Yep. It's adjacent to the T1 P-Gen though, acceptable.
Alright.
T2
One-
air fact done, but
Yeah.
nothing building.
TheWreck does need to try and rush this strat out a
Yes.
bit faster.
Well, he's got to go T3 P-Gen first. You won't have the E, Ghost. Yeah, you won't have the E for that.
Wow, okay. Okay, good move from Blast. Good move from Blast. 1 Cougar, 5 Titans. Immediately, he starts his T3 P-Gen. So he's going to try and catch up on T3 Air. He recognizes the situation. Now, it seems to me that TheWreck has a big land army advantage on both sides of the map, on both top and bottom.
Pyramid is version 2, not version 3. My apologies, folks. Yeah, Cougar going straight down mid as well. The mid FAC T2 support is going to T3 for Cougar and 3 Titans. South is Pillars.
I assume he will just have that on repeat build.
Yeah,
Just
I'd
some
imagine
Cougar,
so.
some Titans.
Oh,
The wreck was paused.
Duckers, pause the game.
Probably me. I will turn off the VPN, or turn on the VPN for next game.
Who's lagging? Nobody's that far behind. You're dropping to 2 behind sometimes.
Yeah, so I will just use the VPN. The Hong
Yeah.
Kong connection to Germany, somehow worse than the Hong Kong connection to US and then to Germany. Makes
Whoa.
no sense. Good fight at the bottom for the wreck.
Indeed. Pillars just getting surrounded.
Now, this is trouble for the wreck. I mean, trouble for Blast. He cannot reinforce there easily. And he only has 2 land factories producing pillars. That's not enough. He will lose the entire bottom side unless he does something about it. Well, I mean, the wreck just had a big unit advantage, top and bottom, and now he's capitalizing. The wreck is not making a strat, by the way. He's just making gunships into ASFs.
Is he? Oh.
Yeah, so he's not going for the killer move. Although at this point, it's not really a killer move anymore. There's a T3 P channel.
Yep. T3 air fact started for Blast. Yenzines are pushing through the top left though, but they're being met by Titans.
They're being met by Titans, but nothing is meeting the bottom push. The Blast needs to drop Titans at the bottom.
True. Some Yenzines moving towards mid.
When Blast lost that pillar army at the bottom, he should have dragged a line of T1 PD to at least inflict some damage on this army.
But these 2 T1 PDs, there's no arty there. Or there's 1. They're going to get massive value. Oh, the first one's dead.
Yeah,
but...
I mean, it's not enough. It's just, there's too many things.
And there's another raid in the bottom left. On that
That T1 PD did get 700 mass killed.
Yeah, worth it.
Yeah, they did good damage, but it's just not enough. The wreck has more T2 land units. A lot more. Now Blast just has to react. I mean, even now, Blast Eco is still equivalent to wreck. So, if he can clean up the bottom without sustaining too much more damage, this will be reasonable. He has the forces. He has the Titans. He just needs to transport them.
Yeah. Even then, he is only losing some T1 mass extractors and reclaim fields though. It could be a lot worse.
Yeah, but he needs to secure the map control. I mean, the T1 mexes are pretty important. There's like, what, 15 T1 mexes in that half corner of the map?
True.
That's 30 mass income. Especially if your opponent takes it at this point. The wreck is dropping engineers. That is a 60 mass difference. That's a big deal. He needs to retake it. It's fine to lose it temporarily, as long as you
reclaim it before your opponent manages to get it off.
He is running the Titans down, so eventually they will get there and be able to take a good engagement.
Yeah. Going to be a fight here between some Titans and some Yenzine spam.
But he actually needs to micro this. The Titans cannot stream in one by one.
Yeah, no.
They actually
there's 2 Titans versus
There's
10
2 Titans.
Yenzine.
I mean, even 2 Titans, if microed, he can always just stay at the edge of range, let the shields recharge. Like, they can trade well, but he needs
Yeah.
to group them. He needs to fit them. And he... Yes. That's the issue with playing the faster, more maneuverable unit. Your power budget is in the maneuverability, which means you need to actually micro them to get maximum value. So, very nice from Blast. Somehow, one pillar has been left behind, and that pillar killed TheWreck's expanding engineers. And he Blast somehow has 1 engineer there, which is getting huge value.
Yeah. That is whole. And yeah. Oh, he had it on the top left plateau from that Mex. He dropped it from that top left plateau down there to reclaim that area.
That's very good.
That's big brain.
Very good move from Blast. And look at this. He's building a radar, and he's going to edge build down from the cliff. The staging ground in the corner.
Yeah. He's going to try and get that sneaky fat cop.
There's a nice Titan Shift G. I think Blast has just forgotten about them. That's...
Top side is trading well.
Uses positions at the bottom.
Gunships are coming down south though, so that will be cleared out. But the engine's getting good reclaim value. Every little helps.
Yeah, he has reclaimed 1,000 mass. There's 1 engineer.
And Blast is actually expanding his air grid. Wreck is T3 land, making offense.
Yeah, he's making offense now.
But Blast is up a T3 air fac, making a second one, so we're going to see some more air spam from him.
Can he support all this though?
He's got the second T3 P-Gen. Mass-wise, he's on 130s, capping mexes. He doesn't have that much T3 land production. He only has a HQ and 2 supports.
Well, this is a big issue for him because the bottom side is being colonized by TheWreck. He needs to divert all his efforts to taking back the bottom side.
Yeah, he's clearing the top side out though. So he's getting a lot of reclaim from there, and that plateau that Wreck did attack is available. Yeah. Mid is getting cleared slightly.
Blast has a big army advantage now, but it won't continue because Autumn's trades so well versus Titans. But he just needs to use this time and actually trade with the Titans against these T2 units.
Look in the bottom left, the entries dropped for the Titans. The Titans
very
just
nicely positioned Titan. And then there's an ASF coming to clean up the transport. Well done from Blast.
Yeah. He's going to have the air
we'll
advantage.
See how much damage the Titan army in the top can get done. This should be able to do, at least clear out the corner.
Yeah, it's already cleared 4k mass.
Yeah, Blast also needs to prepare engineers to re-drop his expansions.
Yes.
Right behind his Titans as he's clearing them out.
In the bottom left, there is a Titan currently trying to engage for save the NGs. His buddies have just come for company.
Yeah.
Top right is being cleared out. Titan's just on a warpath. And it's nice, he does have AA with it. His AA spread is actually 4 in the middle, 1 in the top, 1 in the core. It's not terrible. South is lacking AA, but...
all of his factories have just had AA in the mix, right? They've had like 3 Titans, 1 Cougar, 5 Titans, 1 Cougar, so... Yeah.
First Percy out from Blast. Air fac done, he's making a T2 transport, hopefully to drop somewhere.
Now I'm curious to see how TheWreck is going to use his Autumns. Obviously he cannot chase the Titans with Autumns.
Wreck is going for 4 T3 support air facs. This top right though, these Titans are hovering around this large army.
Now ideally, Blast can drop that with engineers as well and take that for himself.
There is a Percy coming to join the party though. If there's any Autumns, Percy will dispatch of them with extreme prejudice, as we will say.
It's difficult to fight Autumns when you have Percys and Titans, because like the Percys want to kite and stay out of range.
Yes.
But then, you know, like you don't want the Titans to get into range. They'll just get credit.
But that top corner cleared out. NGs have been dropped onto the reclaim field.
Blast is playing really well. He is redropping behind his advancing army just pretty much perfectly.
Yeah, more NGs dropped to the south.
Now Blast has cleared out the top right corner with his Titan advantage.
Yeah.
So now we are looking at a situation where, in terms of map control, Blast is more than taken it back. He
Yeah.
is now definitively ahead. He is ahead in mass income. He's making a T3 mechs in his core base.
Yep. Oh.
It's
South is pushing though. There's 5 Titans to hold off. What is that
there's
army?
a fight in the middle. There's like 6 Autumns. Blast needs to retreat.
Ooh,
Blast
ooh.
cannot fight this.
He does have 3 reinforcing Titans in the rear. That's
Well,
mostly
just...
T1 army though. There's like 3 Othams there versus.
Even then, like Blast definitely had more mass in units. But this is a fight right next to the Rex production.
Yeah, all of those are T3
yeah, I
as
mean,
well.
the Autumns are just crushed. The Titans cannot stand up to Autumn at all.
There's a Percy coming
Look at
in.
the Rex.
Titans.
There's like 7 Titan Rex and 2 Autumn Rex.
Ooh, bottom left drop. Will it be seen? What's on it? 3 Titans. Where's that going? That's going towards 3 Mexes.
Yeah, that's fine. He needs to be careful that the transport doesn't lose the order when it's off mapping.
Yeah. But look at the army in mid. He's brought an army from the top right and the reinforcements from mid. He's going to outnumber these Authams.
He's going to outnumber these Autumns, and he should be able to crush this forward position with both armies combined.
Yeah.
And I don't know what Rek can do in that if he loses this position.
2 Percys and 19 Titans off against 6 Authams.
5 Autumns. There's 5 Autumns and 4 guns.
And a couple of gunships, but there's 3 Cougars.
Yeah.
And that's the majority of Rex T3 production. There's a HQ in the base and 1 support factory there. And that's his T3 production.
At this point, I would go as far to say the game is pretty much over. Of course, there's still a lot that Rek can do. This map has a lot of mass. You can always try and pull something out. I feel like Rek has to go for a snipe now.
Yes.
He cannot play a normal game.
The Titans in the bottom right dropped. The T2 Mexes.
The T2 Mech. Oh,
gunships are en route to deal with them, but they might claim 1 or 2.
I mean, these 3 Sarah gunships, they will take a while to chew through 3 Titans. I think the Titans will still be able to kill like 4 or 5 of these Mexes.
Yeah, Rek is dropping the mid for the reclaim though. He's already got engineers en route.
Yeah, but like, there's still 15 Titans and two Percys. Like, they will just move back in. It doesn't matter.
Rek on the bottom, Blast on the bottom left though, taking a good fight against that army that was there, clearing out a lot, not wanting to push his luck too much. Respectable, I'd say. He's dropped the top right to take those mass expansions.
Blast is firing on all cylinders. It must be said. His
air is paused though.
Yeah, he's playing a good game.
No, he has the E. He just isn't building any ASF from his air factory.
Oh, this happens. I feel like sometimes this happens. You just you cancel.
Yeah, the repeat on it. Then
or
again,
you do the soft lock. What is it called? Where you like cancel everything except for the one
the current,
that you're currently building.
In the
but then
meantime,
you do that at like the right time and it deletes everything.
37 inties and 17 ASF for Rek. Blast is on 20 ASF, so ASF count is even. And the majority of those inties are all out of fuel. Oh, this is going to be a donation in mid from Rek.
Yeah, but what Rek needs to do, I think, is make 5 T2 transports, give up the map, but like make T1 PDs to delay the onslaught, and then just drop your Autumn with a gun ACU next in the main base. That's all you can do.
Gun started for Rek. Is it going to be a com drop? T2 on his ACU.
It has to be a com drop. It has to be a com drop.
He's making strats and scouts. He's making ASF strats and scouts. Blast needs to hide his ACU.
The thing is, you cannot afford to make strats because you need to keep making ASF in order to match the ASF numbers.
He's only stalling between 20 to 50 mass, so it's not terrible. Yeah, Rek's just Rek's given up. He's called it.
It's been a complete crush, honestly, from Blast. I mean, Rek played well in the sense that he was capitalizing on his T2 advantage at the bottom, but faction choice, Titans are just really good. Authams are not nearly as good on a map like this. So as soon as the Titans kicked in, like, Blast just started winning fights everywhere. And at that point, there's not much Rek can do.
And Blast just dropping the reclaim far quicker than Rek was.
Yeah, Blast was
taking advantage of
it. Blast was everywhere. He was dropping dropping NGs, redropping NGs, expanding from plateaus back down, just taking good fights all over the map, dropping aggressively on the bottom right corner, killing T2 Maxes. It's just really one of the best games I've seen from Blast. These 2 games.
5 Tech 1 transports. Blast has just a ferry units as well as a T2.